Jai Shri Krishna. Let's start discussion on very important topic for a business analyst. So, agile product ownership of a business analyst perspective. So, if you are working on the agile projects or if you are looking for a business analyst role, so this video is very helpful for you guys, and I'll give you the step-by-step understanding and agile role and effective product delivery, how the business analyst will work on the agile software development life cycle in the product development. So let's start discussion on this video. So that is the agile product ownership BS perspective. So I'll give you some introduction on that topic, and then we will move on the role of business analyst and the collaboration and communications how will happen in the agile project. So that thing we discuss. So before we start, if you like my video content and my efforts and teaching styles, so please do like and subscribe my channel, so that's motivate me to create and more such videos for you. So let's discuss on the agile product ownership is a crucial concept in modern software development, specifically from the perspective of a business analyst. So the business analyst is a person who can understand the business side and the technical side, and he has a domain knowledge. So that's why it is an most important for the business analyst, and who know what are the stages in the agile development life cycle and how the team will work on that each stages. So the introductory section explore the significance of agile methodologies and how they empower the BA to contribute effective to product development, and agile emphasizing and flexibility and customer collaboration and its progress, iterative progress, which align with the BA role, like bringing the business need and the technical execution. And understanding the agile product ownership helps to better manage and stakeholder expectation, prioritize the feature, and ensure that the development team deliver value consistency. And in this section sets the stage of deeper explanation and agile principle, roles, responsibilities, and collaboration. We will discuss on these all the things. So the agile emphasize the flexibility and iterative process and closer deliver software. So that's all things we discuss. So let's move on the next slide, that is the agile principles. So guys, these are the key and important principles of agile. So agile principle from the foundation of effective product ownership and guide the behavior and decision for a business analyst within the agile team. So the key principles include the customer collaboration over the contract negotiation, response to change over the following plan, and deliver the working software over the comprehensive documentation. And these principles encourage BA to maintain the closer communication with stakeholder and adapt to evolving the requirement and focus on delivering the tangible values to the end, uh, iterative process to the end, usable software for the end user. And by internalizing these principles, BA can foster and culture of agility, ensure the user need are met promptly, and support the development team in maintaining the sustainable peace. This section elaborate on the each principle and it practical implementation for a BA in agile environment. So that's way these are the four principle will use by the business analyst. And the interviewer might ask you what are the agile four principles, and you can able to explain these things is important. So sustainable peace and support is the last agile principle. So let's move on the next slide, which is the role of BA in Agile. So what the role of BA in Agile? So it should be facilitator and communicator, iterative requirement refinement, backlog, and user story management. The product backlog or the sprint backlog user story managed by the business analyst with the help of Scrum Master and the product owner. And the participation in Agile ceremonies. There are the daily stand-up meeting, sprint backlog meetings, sprint retrospective meeting, product backlog meeting. So BA will participate and help the development team or the agile team to work on times. And agile team The business analysts play a vital role as a facilitator and the communicator between the stakeholder and the development team. Unlike the traditional role of the business analyst, here the role and responsibilities changes. The business analyst and agile BA are deeply involved in iterative development process and ensuring that the requirements are continuously refined and aligned with the business goal and business objective, or the in-scope functionality and the out-scope functionality. And they help clarify the user story, to write down the acceptance criteria, to define the acceptance criteria, to make sure that the product backlog item we are moving into sprint back item, that should be satisfy the definition of ready, and ensure the product backlog reflect the true priorities of the business. And agile we also participate in sprint planning, sprint reviews, prospective and collaborating or to team align continuous improvement, and the section outcome and responsibilities of BA in agile setting, and highlighting how their environment enhance the team collaboration and product quality. So these are the role of the business analyst in agile. So let's discuss on the product ownership responsibilities of the business analyst. So product definition and prioritization, clear and actionable user stories, and the stakeholder management and decision. So product ownership in agile involve a range of responsibilities that business analysts often share or support. These include the defining and prioritizing the product backlog, ensuring the user story and are clear and actionable, and making the decision about the product feature and relax release. The BA work closely with the product owners to translate the business need into the technical requirement, and ensure take the development team understand the context and the value of block backlog item. They also help manage its stakeholder expectation and facilitate the decision making process. This section devolve into the specific task associated with the product ownership, and how BA contribute to delivering the business value and future effects, future effective efficiency, and the future effectivity. So let's move on the next slide, which is the collaboration with the stakeholder and the development. So the BA role is important in this part. So effective collaboration between the business analyst or the stakeholder or the developer is essential for success of agile product. So BA act as a bridge and ensuring the business requirement are accurately conveyed to the development team, or the technical constraint and the communication back to the stakeholders. So regular communication through meet and feedback loops and documentation helps to maintain alignment and transparency in BA participants in a sprint planning, daily stand up, or the review to facilitate the ongoing dialogue and address the issue promptly. This section explore the strategies for fostering collaboration and building the trust, and ensuring all the participants are engaged and informed throughout the development life cycle or the sprint life cycle. So there is the business analyst role and regular communications, or the building the team trust and engaging with the team to make sure that everything is done on time. So let's discuss on the tools and technique that are used by the business analyst while working on the agile project. So business analysts in agile environment leverage the various tools and techniques to manage the product ownership effectively. So the tools that used by business analysts like a Jira, Conflicts, Trello are commonly used for a backlog management and the documentation and team collaboration techniques, such as the user story mapping, defining the acceptance criteria, and and the criteria person help the BA articulate the requirement clearly and ensure that the development team understand user contents and user tool, and the techniques support transparency and traceability metrics and effective workflow management. And these sections provide the overview of most useful tool and method for the agile business analyst, and offer a guidance how the help to team to work on that thing and how that scenario will work in that team. So that's the tools will use by the business analyst. So let's discuss on the challenges and solutions that will use by the business analyst. So agile product ownership present the several challenges for the business analyst, including the ambiguous requirement, scope creep, and balancing the stakeholder interests. Or the ambiguous requirement can lead the misunderstanding and rework, while scope creep can derail the project timeline and the budget. Or the BA address these challenges through the continuous refinement of the backlog and active stakeholder engagement and rigorous prioritization technique and tools like backlog grooming, regular review, clear documentation, and help mitigation risks and maintain the focus. This section the discuss the common obstacle faced by the agile BA and offer the practical solutions to overcome them, ensure the product development remain aligned with the business objective or the business goal. So that's the uh, the challenges or the solution that used by the business analyst while work on the agile project. So let's conclude this video, what you learned from this video. So BA is the central role of business analyst in the agile product ownership, empower the business analyst to play a central role in delivering value through the effective and collaboration, clear communication, and strategic decision making. By embracing agile principle and leveraging the appropriate tool and technique for a BA can ensure that the product need the user need and the business goal. This including the section summarization and the key takeaway from the course refinement and the importance of agility and continuous improvement, and the encourage the BA to actively engage in the product ownership activities, and like the highlight the benefit of proactive and collaboration approach to agile development, and the inspire the BA to value and success in their the teams or the organization. So these are the conclusion from this video. Guys, if you like my videos or my content, please do like and subscribe my channel, so that motivate me to create and more such videos for you. Once again, thank you so much, guys.